Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for June the 15th through to the 21st, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to these beautiful cards, let me take a moment to thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, for all the support you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you. Now, let's get to you, okay? Now, I know Saturn's coming back into your sign, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing because where you weren't able to see your limitations or where you didn't see where your responsibilities need to lie, now they will come crystal clear to you, okay? So it's like tying up the loose ends. So it's a good thing because you're going to actually finish that path. You're going to complete the path and know what your true responsibilities are. You're going to know where your limitations are or where you have placed limitations on yourself, okay? So it may be now that you see that you've placed limitations on yourself where there shouldn't have been limitations on yourself. It's really a beautiful time to sparkle, to come alive, to show your talents or use your talents in the way they were intended to be used, and not hidden under a rock somewhere or only using part of it or not allowing it to really manifest into the joy it can be in your life. Okay, we start with the Page of Cups. Now, this is your intuition, okay? This is definitely your intuition, and it is at a very all-time high for you this week, okay? With this being your first card, you are very tapped into your spirit guides, your angels, to God, the universe. So as I've said to other signs last week, and I've said a lot this week, again, is be open to receiving this week. And don't put the limitations on it. Don't say, but I don't have this and I don't have that. Okay, for lack of a better word, it's excuses, right? It's the excuse not to go forward, and I think you're tearing away those excuses now. Okay, because really an excuse is just a reason wrapped up in a lie, right? So, I mean, dream big this week. Don't allow yourself to limit your dream in any way. This could also be a teacher or a mentor coming in, or depending on the path that you are on, you could be the teacher or the mentor, very much so when this is the first card, okay, that you are sharing your wisdom with other people to allow them to grow, to allow them to step into their paths, and to allow them to become magical. So it's sharing of yourself and your desires and your talents and your beauty. And it could be that you are strengthening those things within yourself. So depending on where you are in your path, okay, that's where it really becomes hard to do such a general reading, because depending on where you are in your path, it can mean one thing or another, right? So, I mean, you could join a group. Let's say you are a beautiful painter or a beautiful sculptor, and you join a group, and there are some people who are novice that you can help, and there are some people that are experts that you can lean on to gain more knowledge. And I mean, that's one way of using this energy in a million and one settings. So you really have to take your life and what you're involved in and where your special talents and your creativity is, and I mean, allow it to flourish this week. Allow you to step into who you truly are this week. Have that self-confidence, because I think you really do have that self-confidence. Okay, it's allowing your individuality to shine, your dreams, your hopes, your desires, and what you are good at, your talents, your gifts. Absolutely. Now, we have the Two of Cups here with the Eight of Cups. So even more so, there could be somebody new coming into your life to really push you forward, to bring you into a new path of creativity, a new path of expansion. Maybe for the first time ever, somebody has taken notice of what you really can do, and they want to capitalize on that or help you capitalize on it in some way. The Two of Cups, this is new people coming into your life. This is also, I mean, this can be passion, this can be love. If you're looking for a relationship, this is a beautiful energy for that relationship to happen this week. If you are in a partnership, this is a beautiful, beautiful card to say to grow the sensuality, grow the passion even closer, to become more one-minded together, to become one person, to melt into each other. and to take your life forward in that way. It could be people coming in to help you, new people coming in to help you. So anybody that you meet this week that you really have a bond with, and you make that instant bond, they could be in your life very long term going forward in order for you to master your creativity, your strengths, your beauty. Okay, it is with the Eight of Cups, and this is definitely a path of creativity and beauty, and stepping onto that path. And knowing that no matter how much beauty there are in parts of your life right now, it can be expanded on. It can become more wonderful and more beautiful, and having that realization. So yes, be very open to receiving this week. I am so grateful and thankful for what I'm going to receive in my path today. Done. Go forward. Enjoy. Smile. There's a bounce in your step. Absolutely. Now, we have the Empress, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles together here. Very much about career, very much about finances. And I think the more you are open up to changing things up in your life, restructuring your day-to-day routine, stepping into new experiences, or new experiences could come this week. Look very closely at them. Of course, with the Empress, we have to be the diplomat. We can't get caught up in the whirlwind of the dream and lose sight on the reality of the situation. Absolutely not with the Empress here first. And the Two of Pentacles talks about a little bit of an imbalance, but it's you using that diplomatic approach and that loving approach to yourself, okay? To yourself and your path. That's really going to bring balance into your life, really going to bring understanding into your life, really going to be bringing in opportunities and new opportunities to expand your horizons, to step into your true gifts, your creativity, your wonderful mind, your approach to the world. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is not a bad card. It talks about balance, but it talks about the imbalance. But when we look at this card, we see a ship on each side. We see a pentacle in each hand. So these are good things in our life that are slightly off kilter. And we use the Empress. We use her strength to realign our focus. So maybe we are working too hard, or we're not giving enough energy to love and passion. We're not giving enough energy to our spirituality. Maybe the home life. Maybe we're not giving enough energy to work and we're spending too much time at home. It's looking at our lives and understanding how we can bring in a balance, how we can bring in a balance. And then once we realize how we can bring in a balance, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is here talking about opportunities for money to come rolling in. And this is really money to come rolling in. Okay, this is your yes card. Okay, so where you want to be financially, where you want to be in the world, in your career, in your job, in your stature in the community, and you have to really look at your priority list and what's on the top of your priority list. But it's saying that you can actually get the balance in your life this week to actually step into opportunities that is going to bring you great riches, great rewards, great happiness, with the Empress's help. So you have to be the diplomat. You have to stay grounded. You have to, I mean, tap into your intuition, tap into your wisdom, and know what is right for you, and to allow yourself to shine in the world. Absolutely. Now, we have the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Five of Wands is all about the people in our lives, and the Ten of Cups is our happily ever after. So it's looking at, especially during, as we come into the weekend and whatnot, I mean, we may be looking at our approaches to our relationships, to our friendships, to our association with people in the community, the neighborhood, the family, the workplace, the community, your close friends, your distant friends, and how they all work into your happily ever after. Do they bring in balance? Do they bring in happiness? Do they bring in encouragement? Do they recognize you for what you truly are? A beautiful, beautiful person, by the way. Um, with gifts, with things that you can bring to the table, but what do they bring to the table as well? Now, it's your happily ever after, so I would have to say that the experiences here are all going to be, for the most part, beautiful. That you are going to embrace people and what they bring into your life. And there's a gratefulness, a happiness, a joy, growing those bonds tighter. So, will there be conversations around it? I would have to say yes. And if there's not conversations around it, although I think that you're going to have some one-on-ones, some intimate conversations with people and how they enrich your life, on how they help move you forward. But even if you don't have the opportunity to talk to them, at least set some time aside to reflect on your personal relationships and what they mean to you and how you value them and how they value you going forward. And I think it'll make a difference in your path. Absolutely. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.